one of the things that you really want, that's really, really important in direct mail, is the actual appeal, the visual appeal of the piece I get, right? If anybody's ever seen a brochure on a Mercedes, S-Class, or a BMW 7 Series or 750, that brochure is just, stunning. Like, you pick it up and you go, I want to drive that car. Right? Now you pick up a car maybe on a Kia, and that's not the same messaging, right? That's coming across. So when we look at a neighborhood, we're looking for a photo that everybody recognizes. Now, in gated communities, it's incredibly simple. It's the front gate. But most of our clients are not gated. We have one of our biggest clients is in Virginia. She does about 6,000 homes. She has neighborhoods. Virginia, it's like town. Right. Town's been there since the 1800s. Right, so a beautiful picture down the town. All right, so moral of the story. First things first is you want a good quality photograph. Then you need quality statistics and analytics on the neighborhood on a monthly basis. And it can't be every other month. It can't be quarterly. We've tried every formula under the sun. And ironically, the best formula is 8 mailers in the first 4 months and then monthly. Some companies will tell you 2 or 3 mailers a month for a year. Mm-hmm. They're just trying to sell postcards. Mm-hmm. Because anyway, and I could do the same. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's
and this is tried and true. You've done millions of pieces over time.
Diane, we did 500,000 pieses last month.
Wow. And you're not. I have to say this, right? I know you. I've had dinner with you. This is multiple times. You're not a massive monolith company. You're available. Right. And the key with our, the Institute working with you is that, right? We want our members to understand that there are companies that have multiple offices around the country.
Yep.
So that in the mail world, that matters, right? Oh, yeah. You're not paying extra for Canadian, et cetera, et cetera. But this is a really great place to dig into this idea of quality statistics. Again, dressed in overalls. Right. So we do the research.
Yep.
We know the neighborhood.
Yep.
And we come in and we pick the visual icon.
Yep.
And then we back that visual icon up with statistics, because what we know about people in the upper tier is they want information.
Yep.
They want you to teach them.
And Diane, all the way down to the lower tier, I can imagine, that my income says I can afford a $65,000 retirement condo. And I certainly still want to know if the value of that's going up. Is there any equity in there that because maybe I'm running low on retirement funds?
Right.
Is it so? All price points, but for the luxury, it's critical, and it has to be accurate, and it has to be it has to be presented in a highly professional way. If you think about the luxury market as a CEO, if I walk into a $10 million company and I look at the corporate brochure, what does that look like, right? When I go back to work at IBM and I'm the CEO, what is that? What does my charts look like that I give to my investors who have billions of dollars? Does it look the same? And so another nice advantage of when the digital world came out that affected the print world was this thing called variable data. And it's easiest described by all of us have received a check in the mail from a credit card company that, $50,000, Diane Hartley, cash this today,
Right.
That's called, because your name
variable
is on
data.
it.
Yeah.
Variable data. It actually, and everybody just Google it yourself, but Google variable data response rate. And you're going to see that Diane could mail a piece and I could mail a piece, but if I include the homeowner's name throughout the piece, like in the call to action, I don't say, dear neighbor, I say, Tom and Susie, if you'd like your home professionally marketed, which is what we're portraying, right?
Right.
Call me today. And then Diane says, dear neighbor, you want your house professionally marketed. I should technically get 7 times more listings than Diane, just for that one fact alone. So there's another secret. You go to the instant printer on the corner or the template driven site, they don't have that software. We literally have 2 people who sit here 40 hours a week and do nothing but make those things happen. Yep. Like take a whole mailing list in Vancouver and merge it with 3,700 pieces like from Elizabeth McQueen, and they all match up and the names are all correct and the addresses match the names. It's a
Yeah,
crazy software.
I love this, and I mean, this just piques my curiosity because it's another one of those separating factors. And as you can imagine, in my job, I get asked a lot. Oh, what's the difference between selling in the luxury market or the upper tier, or however you want to define it? But
Right.
typically the top 10 or 20% of the neighborhood. Like, what's the difference? And fundamentally, it's that the real estate professional is competing with the BMW, with the marketing from Cartier or Tiffany
Yep.
inside of that neighborhood, right?
Right.
And so variable data has been around a very long time at those super high-end brands.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can remember my father getting a Cadillac brochure,
Mm-hmm.
and in the color that he always buys, which was black.